Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen by Alan Moore, the omnibus edition I have here, which has 2 full volumes of The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen story. And I was a huge fan of the film growing up. It was my favorite movie. And, you know, as an adult you watch it and it has a lot of imperfections, but you can't deny why that was such a great idea to try to adapt such a bold and interesting story where they combine a whole bunch of characters from all different areas of literature into one story as like a superhero team that come together to fight big enemies. And here we have one centralized to the stories of Sherlock Holmes and one kind of centralized to the stories of War of the Worlds. And it's interesting because aliens in the second one, but what I really appreciate about this is each of these characters have a lot of depth and they're complex here, especially in this book where you have Allan Quatermain, who's like Sean Connery in the film, who like has some choice decisions he made in his past that he regrets, but like he's still like a miraculous type hero. Here, like, he's an opioid addict when you meet him, and it's just like, oh, well, that's a different take on this. And Mr. Hyde is vicious in this, and you have the Invisible Man, who is a lot more devious in this as well, and you just have a lot more complex and darker characters, versions in this story, and how they all play off of each other. There's mystery, there's twists and turns along the way in these stories. I really appreciate the awesome action here. It's exciting, it's bold, it's big, it has steampunk, it has aliens, all kinds of different things. It incorporates some other stories, some really out there, grotesque kinds of things, especially in the second book. And there's some good bit of mystery in the first one with who's really pulling the strings on this, which I won't ruin, but you know if you've seen the film as well. But it plays on all these different kinds of elements and weaves mystery, weaves intrigue, has action. It has much more mature themes. It's like dealing with violence against women, dealing with sex and intimacy, and all these different kinds of things that you wouldn't expect out of like a fun-loving comic book. This is an Alan Moore one. That's not what this is. It's darker, it's more mature, it's intense, and the actual drawings, I really appreciate this very distinct look to it. It brings to life this period, this steampunk elements that they incorporate in, and each character very vividly captures the elements of their character in an impressive way, and just the style is great. And it goes out there. There's some crazy things here. It's inventive, it's creative, it's really exciting, and I would love to read more of this. I have to look into it, but this omnibus edition has a lot to it, a lot of story, a lot of extra stuff thrown in here, but from what I did get to see and read, this is a really cool series, and I would love to recommend this, but please be sure it is mature, so don't give this to your kids probably. But those are my thoughts on The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some books. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.